realize it. Joining me now is Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. Senator, good evening.
Good to be with you, Al.
You know, as we await this vote on the floor, it never had to get to this point, did it, Senator?
No, it surely didn't. And what the American people have witnessed is right-wing extremism in action. These guys lost the election, and yet what they have said is that, yeah, we lost the election, we lost seats in the Senate, we lost seats in the House, but we still want to get our way. In any case, we wanted to fund Obamacare. We want to deny 20 million Americans access to health insurance that they desperately need. So we're going to hold the entire government hostage, throw 1 million people out of work, deny services to tens of millions of Americans. Should this have happened? Of course it hasn't. If there's any silver lining in this whole thing, Al, it's the degree to which the American people can now understand how dangerous this Tea Party right-wing extremism is.
Dangerous, and they outright failed in their strategy, Senator Sanders.
They sure did. But, Al, they lost a major political victory. But let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know. The budget that will be passed tonight, and I will vote for it because I don't see any alternative, is a very bad budget. It is a sequestration budget, which will mean continued cuts in Head Start, in nutrition programs, Meals on Wheels, in education. And what we have got to do as part of this budget negotiation is to make sure that we do not, for the rest of the year, balance the budget on the backs of the elderly, the children, working families, the sick. The wealthiest people in this country, the largest corporations in this country are finally going to have to fess up, and we need the American people to support that position.
Absolutely, and that's a fair point, and I'm with you on that. But as of right now, Obamacare is basically intact. Is that not correct, Senator?
That is absolutely right. You know, here's what it started. What they say it is the reason we're holding the government hostage and the reason we're threatening not to pay our nation's bills is because Obamacare is just so terrible. That was last week. Then they forgot about that. The reason we're holding the government hostage and not paying our bills is because we want to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. That was a few days ago. And now we are where we are today. The bottom line here, Al, in my view, is I hope people understand that their opposition to Obamacare really is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
If you look at what these guys, the Koch brothers, and what these guys really believe, they want to end sooner than later Social Security, they want to voucherize Medicare, massive cuts in Medicaid, eviscerate the Environmental Protection Agency. They want to move this country, Al, to an oligarchic form of society where a handful of billionaires control the economic and political life of this nation.
And that's where this fight is headed. Is that not right, Senator Sanders? That's the next fight, where they're going to move in these other areas as we go and look at this bipartisan group. This battle that has ended now with them being defeated does not mean this war is over. We have other battles that they're going to plan to resurface.
Al, when you have the Koch brothers who sit on $71 billion, pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into the political process, trust me, this battle has not ended. We got a lot of work in front of us. Our job is to bring the working people, the middle class of this country together to stand up to the big money interests who want to repeal every major piece of legislation passed in the last 80 years that protect ordinary Americans.
Senator Bernie Sanders, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you, Al.
I'm joined now by Congresswoman Karen Bass.